Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charm Grammy Crochet. Welcome to the camper. It is Friday morning and we are at the camper. We came last night. It was cold and rainy and I did not go out to the campfire that the neighbors had. I mean, it wasn't raining when they had the campfire, but it got rainy and it was chilly and I was tired and I said, sorry, I'm not going to go out. So I stayed in and I crocheted in the nice warm camper. uh, oh, my coffee cup, what is going on? Stop that. I am drinking coffee out of my elephant cup with my name on it from my good friend Jan, the Alaskan crafter. I love this mug. I brought it here yesterday. I will be taking it home with me when we leave. We do leave stuff in the camper. I'm going to take home, I told you before, all the paper products, but like I have dishes here. I have some small appliances like a mixer, a small air fryer, small crock pot, which we've not ever used. Well, I think we've reheated stuff in the crock pot. But they're here and they're wrapped in plastic and they're gonna stay. You know, they stay the winter. Our coffee pot. But this coffee mug is coming home with me. It's too beautiful to leave here all by itself. It's just regular old coffee in there. So I did crochet last night. Today, like I said, is Friday. So yesterday was Thursday, which means it was luck of the draw day. So I did do my luck of the draw, and I will show you that. But I do want to remind you, I am wearing my pink hat as promised every video for the rest of the month. I'll be wearing my pink hat as a reminder to get your mammogram. If you have not already done that, because it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is the month that I normally get my mammogram. And look at this hair. It's, you know, it's because I have this hood. And it just doesn't know where to go. Anyway. Sorry. It's nothing to do with anything. And I still have a stuffy nose. It will eventually go away. So get your mammogram if you haven't already. I might get mine on Monday. I've heard in the comments that in some cities they have, I guess in many cities, where you can get free or very low cost mammograms, even if you don't have insurance. So the one woman said in her community, the organization is called SAGA, S-A-G-A. So check that out. If you aren't getting a mammogram because of the expense of it, check out, with your local hospitals or clinics where you can maybe get a free or reduced price mammogram, because it is life-saving. So do that. And I live in the greater Cleveland area of Ohio, and we have Cleveland Clinic. They have walk-in mammogram. You don't, my insurance pays for it, and you don't even have to have an appointment at some of the facilities. You just walk in and they'll give you a mammogram. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I usually do. At least I hope they still have the walk-in clinic, because that's what I've done for the last several years. Like, I get up my guts and go. And it's not, it's the first 2 times I had a mammogram, they hurt really bad. I thought they were going to rip my breast right off my body. The last several ones have not been like that. But the first 2, I like brought tears to my eyes. I will say that I used to have cysts. I used to drink a lot of caffeine, and I ended up getting cysts in my breasts from all the caffeine. And when I quit drinking I quit drinking pop, not because of the caffeine, because I didn't realize it was the caffeine. Um, but I quit drinking pop because I developed uh, acid reflux, pretty good case of acid reflux. And they, put me on medicine, and I quit drinking pop because of all the acid. And when the pop went away, so did the cysts in my breasts. So I didn't even know that that was like a side effect. But it turned out okay. I haven't had pop in, oh gosh, close to 20 years since I've drank pop. I just, now I don't even like it. And I drink water mostly. And 1 cup of coffee every day. So that's enough of that. I just, the mammogram doesn't necessarily have to hurt. I think their procedures are easier on you now than they were like 20 years ago. Just get it done. That's all. Okay, enough of that rant. Not even a rant, just a reminder. And even, let me just say, even if you find them to be uncomfortable or downright painful, like my first couple ones, I thought, oh God, I'm never doing this again. This is just crazy. But it's a lot better to go through a couple of minutes of that uncomfort versus what my Rosie went through. So just bear that in mind. So back to the fun stuff. My yarn. So if you don't know about Luck of the Draw, where have you been? It was originally started by our good friend Dan from Dan's Next Knots, and it's a 20-week crochet along. You make what you want. It started as blankets. My first one, this is my 3rd or 4th one. I started with Luck of the Draw 3, so this must be my 3rd one. And I crocheted a Ruana. Then, which I actually have here. In the back room, because I leave them here for the campfires. And it was awesome. I totally loved it. I do have a tutorial for the Ruana, which is linked in all my videos. But you don't have to do my color scheme. But basically, I'll get it for you. But basically, the tutorial is more to show you how it's all one piece. I did all except for the pockets. I did have pockets. Let me show it to you. Hold on. You might remember this, but this was the prototype. No, actually, my husband's was the prototype. But it's just like a big poncho blanket kind of thing. So you wear it and just throw it. It's kind of hard to maneuver here. Where's the neckline? I lost the neckline. I should just stand up and turn you. Okay, let's do that. Hold on. Are you moving? Okay, so. Oh, it's inside out. I mean, not really, but kind of. Alright. So, you wear it like this. So it's like a big, huge blanket. And I put pockets in it. But it's one piece. So that's awesome. And you just wrap up in it. I just totally love it. Or you can, you can do the like throw over your shoulder kind of thing. But it doesn't fall off. So that's what's really cool about it. But this was my first Luck of the Draw. So with the Luck of the Draw, you have a main color, and mine in this case was the gray. And then every week there's a different color. So you have 8 other colors, and every week Nan pulls a number out of a hat, and that's the color you add, and then you add your basic color again. So in this case, it's 3 rows of your basic color, 3 rows of your weekly color, 3 rows of your basic color, weekly color. So every week the basic color is in the middle. And then you make your blanket or your Ruana, or in this case, this time I'm making a shawl. So this is my original Ruana. Oh, there we go. That was my original luck of the draw. And that is the stitch pattern on that is the pattern that Nan came up with for her luck of the draw blankets. But you can use any stitch pattern or do anything that you want, and it's a great deal of fun. We have a group page, we have, you know, on Facebook, we have a chat room, so you can post your pictures and show everyone what you're making and how the progress is coming. One of our ladies this time, Lynn, made a bag, and the bag got big enough, so now she's making a second bag. Trisha. So Nan has been ill and couldn't commit to making the videos because she's been pretty sick. She's getting much better. Keep her in your prayers. So Trisha, Mama Swift, has volunteered to draw the numbers every week. And she's doing a very good job. Because this week, again, she pulled my purple. Yay! And I was so excited about that. I just wanted to smooch her, but I'm in Ohio and she's in California. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll smooch her that way. I am making, this time, a shawl. And I am using a stitch that goes from an Afghan in the Crochet World magazine. It is a treble crochet cross. It makes an X. So that's all it is just X's. And I am doing it in, I always say this, I don't say this word very well, autumnal, fall colors. So this is my basic color is the blue, the navy, and this is week number 1, and then this one, I only am doing 1 row of the base color in between because I want the fall colors to be the most prominent. But I needed the base color to show them apart. So week number 1, week number 2, 3, 4. Totally love that yellow. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, this must be week 11. So let's see. I think we've only had this color one time. We've only had this color one time. We have had all the colors now. And I think this color has only been in here one time. I really love the bright yellow. I think it really brightens it up a lot. Of course, I love the purple because that's my favorite color. And this is what it's looking like so far. And it is, all my ends are woven in. I'm real proud of that. Let's see. See if you wanted to wrap yourself up in it. I will probably end up going the whole 20 weeks with this pattern. Only because, I don't know, it's getting there. You can't see real well. Let's push it down here and see. It's getting there. I mean, maybe I won't go all 20 weeks. Probably I will because I don't mind it if it's long. And I really love the colors. It's turning out real pretty, isn't it? So that's my current week of luck of the draw. This stitch pattern is very fast. Oh, and by the way, I'm using a 7mm hook. Not to be confused with a 6mm hook. Because this week, Dodo Bird over here, you know, we were getting ready. I got home from work at 6. What had happened was, I'm going to steal a line. What had happened was, I got home from work at 6 o'clock. Well, I get out of work at 6 o'clock. And Roy is like, he's pretty much ready to come to the camper. I, on the other hand, just got home from work. So I need to, what are you doing hanging out here? I lied, all the ends aren't woven in. I found some. So He is pretty much ready. I packed my clothes or got them ready to put in the suitcase. We bring like a satchel or whatever we throw our clothes in. Um, I did that in the morning before work. I got them ready to go. And um, he had like our food packed. We took home mostly everything last week. Um, we originally weren't planning on coming out on Thursday night, so we didn't have as much food here. Uh, uh, but we do have some food still left here in the refrigerator. But anyway, he got stuff together and he's like ready to go. I get home from work. I want to take a shower, wash my hair. It's chilly in the camper for showering at this time of year. There are shower houses, which I will shower in the shower houses, particularly at this time of year, because if you close, there's no heat vent in the bathroom in the camper. So if you close the bathroom door, it gets really cold in there. Um, so and you there's a 6 gallon hot water tank. So in campers, uh, I think unless you have continuous hot water, which they do put in some campers now, and we're thinking the next when we upgrade this to the couples camper, we're gonna do that. Um, but you have a little pause button on your shower head, so when you get wet and you turn the water off to save on that 6 gallons of hot water. So you turn the water off, then you like wash your hair, rinse your hair, turn the hot water back on, then you pause it, then you hit the pause button again while you wash your body, whatever you're doing. So for a great part of the time that you're in the shower, there's no hot water running on you and the door is closed, it gets cold. Even with the door open, it doesn't stay real warm in there, particularly in my bathroom because I have an exterior door. When we bought this camper, that was something I really wanted. Was we were going to be sleeping 10, 11 people in here, 12 people. I didn't want everyone running through the main door to go to the bathroom because the main door is down at this end and the bathroom is right here. Therefore, I wanted a door where you could just come in, go to the bathroom, go back outside, and no dirt's being tracked all over. That's what we have. But then that means that it's not as well insulated as if it was a solid wall. Another reason that it gets cold in there. So at this time of year, we will, and in the spring, we frequently will bring out a heater and put it in there when you're taking a shower to keep that room warmer. Or we close all the windows, curtains in here and just leave the door open. But then you don't get the steam in there, so it's a fighting battle thing. But they do have shower houses where the hot water is not in a 6 gallon tank, and you can, shower and keep the water running so you don't freeze to death. It was 46 or 48 degrees when we got here last night. My neighbor did come and turn the heat on in the camper, so it was warm in here, but I wanted to shower at home where I could wash my hair and take a shower and be warm. So I did shower before we got here, and I grabbed stuff and I put hooks with things, but I did bring my hook case too. So I got here and I sat down, got all cozy after we got all settled in, and I'm like, I'm going to crochet this. I went on Zoom, I'm chatting with Zoom, and I get all the way done with my Ruana, or my shawl, and I'm looking at it and the stitches don't look right. They look small, and I used a 6mm hook instead of the 7. So I had to pull it all out and go back and get my 7mm hook and start over. And the one thing I forgot was my little book that I keep all my notes in of what I'm making and what hook I'm using and what yarn I'm using and what pattern it is, where to find things, any things I need to know. Like I have a little notes section in it. I went looking for that. I'm like, wait, did I use a 6mm hook on this? I forgot my little book. And the more I looked at it, I'm like, yeah, I used a 7. So I had to frog it and do it again. The good news is it doesn't take long to do this stitch. It's very fast. It works up very, very quickly. Oh, I got a loose end hanging out here. it works up very, very quickly, and it doesn't, you know, it with a big hook particularly, makes it drape real nice. I love the stitch, and so I did have to do it twice. I was my thought process was, I'm going to do my look of the draw, then I'm going to go to bed. So I got the look of the draw done, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to bed. I was tired, and then I realized I did it wrong, and I'm like, oh, can't go to bed. Rip it out, which just gave me longer time to chat with my friends, which was completely fine too. Roy was still at the fire next door, but I finished up right around the time he came in, and I didn't get to bed too late. So that's it. That's all I got for you today. In this video anyway. I think when we close the camper and actually have it all done, I will video and show you what it looks like on the inside, because you've seen lots of the inside of my camper as it is, but I'll show you what we do when it's closed up, how it's where we put stuff. There will probably be some outdoor furniture laying on my couch on the table here. Frequently we lower the table. This area of the dinette makes a bed, and we lower that and make it into a bed, put sheets on it, and then we will bring in some of the outdoor furniture and put it in here, so it doesn't get blown around in the winter. There's no one really much in the park monitoring anything. I'm not afraid of things being stolen, but my outdoor furniture will last longer and stay nicer and not get blown into the neighbor's yard in a stiff wind if it's inside. So we have a swing out there. He generally brings the swing section, you know, the actual seat part of it, the metal frame and the cloth, and we put that in here. And I think he wants to see if he can get the outdoor couch in here, but it closes up to be a very small box. So this area that I'm sitting in here ends up nearly touching this wall. And so that's kind of interesting to see if you haven't ever seen that happen. So I'll show you what that looks like, and I'll show you, I stand by the door when I pull the slides in, and so I'll let you see how that works and see what the camera looks like when it's all done. I'll take pictures outside, or do a video outside, and show you how my box went from big to little. And then we'll say goodbye to the camper for the next several months. But I'll do that. That'll be on Sunday, because obviously that's when we're leaving. That's the last day. It's a sad, sad day. But it'll be nice to spend some weekends at my own house for a change. I do kind of miss my own house in the summertime. Like spending... The only nice thing... I know, I'm out on another tangent again. I told you 5 minutes ago I was done. I don't like winter. I don't like having to clean off my car every time. We can't park in the garage. So every time I go somewhere, I have to clean off my car in the winter, warm it up, or else just sitting on frozen seats. I didn't mind that so much when I was younger, but the older I get, the more arthritic I get, the less and less I like the cold weather. The less and less the cold weather likes me. I don't shovel snow, but poor Roy does, and I feel bad for him for that. And, you know, you get snowstorms where you get a lot of snow. Not like my friends in Alaska. I mean, I know. But we can get some pretty good snowstorms here. I don't like driving in it. I don't like the other drivers in it. And the worst part about it is it gets gloomy in Ohio. It's like the sun goes away and stays behind a cloud for months and months. You do get some sunny days, and it's always the joke, what the heck is that thing in the sky? Because you see the sun so seldom, and it's sad. It makes people sad, that disease, I mean, syndrome or whatever, where you don't get enough vitamin D because there's no sun. That's really high in this area in the wintertime, because the sun just, because of Lake Erie, it brings in the clouds. I don't know, it's a weather thing. But there's a great amount of depression, high percentage compared to like the rest of the country. I guess that's what I've heard anyway. But the one nice thing about winter is it's really an awesome time here to put out a fire in your, like, I have an electric fireplace, just a little electric fireplace, but I love it. Put on a little fireplace, get in your comfy jammies, or you'll see me in jammies a lot, probably. I might have to get dressed to make videos. But I love to spend my weekends in my comfy jammies in front of my fireplace and YouTube on my TV and phone, and curl up in a blankie and just sit and crochet. I mean, it's just, that's my happy place sometimes. Like, don't disturb me. Don't make me get up. Don't make me go outside. I just want to stay here in my jammies and crochet. And wintertime is a really nice, it's like cozy to do that. So that's the only thing I like about winter, is warm, comfy, cozy clothes and blankets, and curl up on my couch with my crochet. I am looking forward to spending a couple of weekends doing that. Alright, that's it. Really and truly, I'll be done. It's been a long video, sorry. But I hope you enjoyed, and if you have not participated in Luck of the Draw, you can always still catch up. I'll see you later. Pink Hat. Don't forget, Mammogram. See ya. Bye.